You're watching ADT. Look, a squirrel!
Hey everybody, welcome to ADTV. We're here in the Cablevision Studios in Peekskill, New York, and I'm your host, Rose Aiba. And I'm so glad you guys could join us this evening. We're going to have an awesome show. I have this amazing, talented, megastar Blake Carrington tonight, James Blake Carrington tonight. He is awesome and a good friend. And we have just a lot of little surprises too with that. So anyway, as you can see, I'm running solo tonight. Eddie's on location in Manhattan, so he can't be here tonight. And I should just call this the Rose Aiba show for today, huh? What do you guys think, huh? No, just a joke. Eddie's probably having cardiac because he heard that in, like, he's getting some kind of like crazy vibe that he probably has an idea that I'm probably saying something like that because he's always saying, oh, you just want your own show, you know? And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm really happy that, you know, we have a partnership together in this show. I think we complement each other. Great chemistry, right? But secretly, I have my, you know, own, you know, desire, Rose Aiba show. No, anyway, I love ADTV. So, what a day today. I actually got 7 hours of sleep, which is a miracle. I never get 7 hours of sleep. I have a cat that just keeps me up like every day for the past 2 years. My cat Roasted. I can't tell you how crazy this cat makes me. I even did a stand-up bit on this cat. Me and Eddie used to do stand-up. We had 2 runs down in New York City at the Producers Club and the New York Comedy Club. And I actually did a whole skit on my cat. But I can't do it here because we can't bleep it out right now. And I'm not ready. But anyway, I actually got 7 hours of sleep. My cat, I don't know what happened to it. But I panicked because it didn't come home. So I really just didn't know what to do. And sure enough, it came home, and like it always does, it wakes me up. Instead of saying meow, meow, like a normal cat, he knows where my bedroom window is, and he knows my slider door. And he screams on top of his lung, now, now. That's what my cat does. And what do? I run. So he knows, but anyway, I just want to let you know. So I'm like wired today because I have all this energy, and I have this awesome guest here who I've been trying to get for a couple of weeks. We'll talk about that later, Blake. But anyway, right now, I want to introduce to you the mega star in my eyes and around the world, because that's what he's been doing, performing everywhere. To me, he is a superstar, handsome, and just a great guy. James Blake Carrington. Come over here, honey.
Hello. How you doing, love?
I'm so glad you can join us.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I got to get a little closer. Did that mess you up, Helen? Okay. Okay. So glad you can join us.
Yes.
Finally.
Finally.
He's untouchable. He's hard to get. I'm not joking here. I'm like so happy you're here. You look great.
Thank you, dear.
Great.
Stunning, beautiful as usual. As usual.
Thank you.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
Rose.
I know. I can't believe we're here together.
I love it.
I just have to say, me and Blake go way back. I was actually driving today trying to figure out how long have I known you? We worked together on TV shows, and I think it's got to be over 7 years.
I'd say 7.
I'd say 7.
I'd say 7. It's safe.
Yeah, it's safe to say 7?
Yeah, lucky 7.
7 it is.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, so I've known Blake for 7 years, and I met you. I can't remember the set we worked on, but we went and had lunch, and I was trying to remember the set, but
Was
I
that
couldn't.
before Dr. Kevorkian? With
Ah,
was it that?
with
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino. Yes, that's right. What was that called?
But we met before
But
then.
we met before that. But we
Yeah.
went to lunch that day,
Yeah.
and I couldn't believe we're on set, and I see this. Forgive me, Al Pacino, but you're probably never going to see this. This little guy running at him in an Escalade. I'm like, who is that? And everyone's like, that's Al Pacino. I go, nah. You could barely see him.
Yeah.
It
He's
was
so
like,
small.
yeah, he's like really short.
5 something.
Yeah, I
5.
think I'm taller than him.
You
I
are.
think.
Sorry, Al.
But anyway, sorry. So I hear so many great things are going on with you, and you're topping the charts. I saw you were number 2 on Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation.
Reverb
yes.
Nation.
Yes. Number 2 in the city of New York, and number 50 in the nation.
Wow.
And I think I'm under 100 globally in R&B,
Wow.
in the genre of R&B. So that's, it's pretty like,
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So how did it all start for you singing?
on Akron, Ohio, church, grandma.
Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
You heard it?
The population of 5. No, I don't know.
It's a small city. It's like a half an hour south of Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Born and raised there. Shout out to Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary, home of LeBron James as well.
All right.
Welcome back to Cleveland. And yeah, that's where I was born and raised, and started singing in church there, and started taking it seriously after Grandma wanted me to go to college, and I was just, that wasn't in the stars.
Is
for
this
me.
the grandma that I see on Facebook? This woman is amazing. I know that's my word. She is adorable. She is so stylish and cool. She has American Indian in her?
Yeah, she's Cherokee Indian.
Cherokee
full blood.
Indian. And she just has the coolest look. Didn't she just
I love
have
her.
a wedding anniversary?
Anniversary was last weekend. 75 years. She's been married to my grandfather,
Congratulations.
and both of those guys are in great health, and I
God
love them
bless.
dearly. 75 years.
That's amazing.
People don't even live that long, right?
Heck no. No.
Thank you.
Let alone marriage. They have to write a book.
I love them. They should be, inspirational for any couple, going down that marriage path.
Yeah, they probably endured. I can't endured. Endured. Is that a word too? Endured?
It's just decades.
Yeah, and I mean, they stuck by each other's side. God only knows what they went through, because if you go back 75 years when they got married, it was a different world then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She used to tell me this quick story about her working up the street in Kent, Ohio, and she used to follow the milk truck at 4 in the morning because there weren't any street lights.
Wow.
So she followed the milk truck so she could see
That's
going to
amazing.
work. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, really.
Grandpa let you do that?
You sure she wasn't after the milkman?
Granny's a faithful woman.
But anyway, so yeah, she's amazing. So she's been. You were saying your
She
grandma-
pushed me. Yeah, she was and still is very instrumental, and me fulfilling my dreams and passion in music, primarily. And I mean, she's just a real source of inspiration.
That's awesome. And she's sticking by you and supporting you
Yeah.
in your decision with your career. Let me ask you this: so you're half American Indian
Mhm.
and half
Afro-American.
And okay, so all
Native,
right.
Native American.
They're Native American. I wanted to be correct on that. Nice combination.
Thank you.
That's why you
Thank
have that
you, dear.
beautiful, glowy skin that we all want. Anyway, so being said, singing.
Yeah.
What was your first big gig?
Oh, wow.
Because I looked at your bio. Ludacris,
Yeah.
Sierra.
Yes.
You've performed with like some heavy names there. You know. So
Yeah.
like when you first started, your first gig, was it like a? How was it like?
I started, well, to me, my first gig was performing. I started to write hooks for rappers.
Hooks. What's a hook?
Yeah, like, a hook, a chorus.
Okay.
A singing chorus.
Right.
For some mainstream rappers in New York. And they were liking my work. And eventually I could never get around to recording my own album. And I mean, just things just kind of took off from there. But my first performance that was major for me, solo, was probably when I opened for Keisha Cole.
Wow.
Which was at that time, a platinum selling artist.
Wow.
And that was big.
That's
That was big
amazing.
for me.
Wow.
And that was in Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to Big Al for putting me down with that. Yeah, and then from there, like, it just kept snowballing into this. And
Right.
well, would you mind, we have a show here, we'd like to use you as the opener. And I don't have a problem with that at all.
Right.
Because there's some people that, they like a different variation of music. Not so much, their favorite song, their favorite artist, but, here's someone that they haven't heard of.
Right.
With some original material. And music, is just universal.
Right.
So if you're feeling it, then
It's
you're
true.
feeling it.
It's especially R&B. It's like it's. I remember like the '80s. It was like huge, and now you don't. I don't. You don't hear it as much. But
Right.
when you hear somebody who does it, it's just like it just brings you back.
Hmm.
You
You don't hear it. You don't, like...
No, and I love it. It puts you in moods, and it makes you feel.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's like, it lets you, like, in my opinion, like you just take back a little bit and you actually listen to the words and to the music.
I used to hear people used to make babies off of good R&B music. So,
It's
yeah.
so true. It's like the Quiet Storm.
Right.
Remember that?
See what I mean?
Yep. Was that
You know.
BLS? They're still around, WBLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. And I would love that. And I forgot, I think it was Hot 97, no, it was 98 point.
Kiss FM.
Kiss FM, yeah. Loved R&B. I grew up on that. So every
Wow.
time I hear you, it just takes, because you really, your inspirations were
Stevie
Stevie
Wonder.
Wonder, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, like that soul to me is pure, and I've never diverted from it. It's like, I don't know, I can't jump out of myself
Right.
to do something else that's unnatural.
Right, so you're being true to yourself.
So it's like an organic thing. It's really a natural thing for me to be a soul singer, and to have those guys as my inspiration is awesome. It's just awesome because it's not around, and even with myself being here, it's still not around so
Right.
much. It's become like an underground kind of thing. But this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, because there are people out there that are craving, that want some real, R&B singing. They want a real person to sing.
It's true.
You
It's
know.
true.
So I'm representing that percentage of people that want to hear some real, true, soulful music and good lyrical content.
Right. And so you also mentioned when we were talking earlier about church.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of singing in the choir, or?
Not so much. I wasn't the choir boy, Rose. You know, I know where you're going with
I-
that.
yeah,
I wasn't the choir boy.
No, okay.
You
Well, I
know,
was,
it's kind of, rebellious against going.
yeah.
And, I really didn't know how to handle the attention back then in church as a little boy. And they want
Right.
you to lead the choir.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to do this. I want to go out and play football and play with my friends and eat some Captain Crunch and stuff like during the afternoon. But yeah, I was very, very shy early on. But I think looking back, it helped me to not be that way, as an adult, and to
Right.
like embrace my craft and talent and the people that appreciate me.
Right. Well, you have that voice. It's soothing. Just listening to him talk is just soothing. And I'm
He's sweet.
looking at your bio, and it just, you're an actor, you're a songwriter, you're a singer, you're like all these things wrapped up into one. Like, and out of all of them, what's your favorite, your true passion or your favorite?
Well, singer, naturally.
Singing naturally.
Yes. When I moved to New York, that was my thing, to come here and pursue my talents in the music business, in the music world. And somewhere along the way, I crossed the film industry.
A lot of singers do,
like,
though,
crossed.
right? Look
and-
at, there,
I mean,
there's so many.
Tyrese is a
Yeah.
singer and actor now. Ludacris.
Ludacris. Ice-T was a rapper, and
Ice-T.
he's Law and Order. And, you have the Justin Timberlake. He's
Justin
doing for
Timberlake.
that. So I
Like,
can see that.
yeah, but it's funny because my intentions weren't that to
Right.
begin with. I used to like, no, I'm not an actor. I don't do that.
Right.
I don't do that. And me being, kind of ignorant towards the fact of I don't do that. Well, actually, now I embraced it because I went down to submit some music for American Gangster.
Wow.
And in the interim of doing that,
And
was
that
just
stars Denzel.
Denzel
Washington.
and Russell Crowe. And the interim of that, that's when I was like kind of pushed into like, well, why don't you just sit in, on set and see if you like it.
So
know?
you were doing music for that?
Yeah. I went specifically to a director to submit some songs for that film, and was coerced into just like hanging out and like kind of just sitting in on some background stuff, and like basically I just fell in love with the whole set and the camaraderie of people and how they made film and
Right.
the dressing up and the characters. It was just like a surreal kind of thing. I was like,
Right.
I was like, I can
You got the
I
bug.
can do this. This is
You got
natural.
the
This
bug,
is
yeah.
this is cool. This is cool stuff.
Yep,
This
it's
is
true.
cool.
It's
And that's how that whole cross came about.
wow.
Music into film and television.
That's amazing. Well, I think we should hear some of this awesome music
Yeah.
and do a performance. What do you guys think? Are we ready for that back there? Ready. I love it. We're timed just right. Wait, I wanted to say it this way, okay? So, are you guys going to come on me? Hold on a second. I wanted to say this because I love it. I wanted to introduce you this way.
Okay.
If I could find it. You want? I'm going to find it. Bear with me. It was just so good, and this is the ADD that. Okay, here we go. Well, where am I facing, Michael? Okay. well respected and deserving an ear. Let's hear it for James Blake Carrington.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So happy, baby. Yeah. I can't find the words to say. There's no song that I can sing to tell ya about the joy you bring. I'm so elated, anticipating. So when you got a love that's so real, it can only get better if we stay together through the stormy weather. It's a long road, but we stay close and we're holding on. Yeah, such a special lady each and every day. Yeah, no matter what, never, never, yeah, until the end of time. Yeah, as sure as the air I breathe, you best believe this, I need it. And my whole world, there's no replacing. You're my soulmate, baby. As long as I'm on this earth, 'cause you're worth more than treasure. You're my soul desire, my one and only love. It's a long road, but we stay close and we're holding on. I'm so happy, yeah, such a special lady each and every day. Yeah, no matter what, never, never, yeah, until the end of time. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. Amazing. I can't tell you how amazing that was. Thank you for that. Wow.
Wow, I was happy.
It was awesome. I mean, I can't tell you how awesome it was.
Oh, thank you,
You're-
thank you, Rose.
A natural?
Yes.
Did you plug your mic? Is it plugged in all the way? Yeah. Okay. Technical difficulties. But it comes so natural for you. So smooth. Ladies, you guys don't know. You have to get his, wait, we have albums here. This is your first one.
This
is your first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Traveling Man, Blake Carrington. Gotta get it. And then we have Blake Carrington, Be a Man. Awesome. This is the first time I saw you perform live. Out of the years I've known him, you don't understand. Like, we hang out at work. We work together. We shoot a couple of films. He actually, is like a really good friend of mine. So this is like so amazing for me. And then I'm like, he brings me these great gifts. I'm so like, oh my God, he's He's in Fashion Avenue News. It's like, it's just too cool. And then, I think they have a picture, there it is, that he's in that magazine. And inside, if we can get a picture of him inside, did we already show the inside picture? Well, he's in here. It's amazing. This is the Fashion Avenue News I'm holding. And you just saw up on the Get 'em. I just want to, what is this? I Get Adam.
Yes.
I'm just going to take a quick peek here. This is, oh, look at that shot. That is amazing. You are pouring out your heart. Look at that. I don't know. This is just amazing. So,
you're gonna get me all tight, Rose.
yeah, but
You know?
look what you have accomplished. It's like amazing. And I remember we were working, and he's like, "I'm not gonna be around. They're flying me into Paris for a fashion show."
Yeah.
You performed.
Last year.
Yeah, last year. It's like amazing. And what's your next gig now?
Paris.
Yeah, but
Again.
how long?
For this time, I'll be over there for a month.
That's amazing. I would love to see Paris just for a week. You're going to be there for a month?
Yeah, this is huge for me. You have to be careful for things that you ask for in the universe.
Yes.
And being away from the States for a month is, I really hadn't gotten a chance to wrap my head around that yet. But it's something that I wanted. 15-day tour. 15,
You're
16
doing a
day.
15-day tour?
Yeah, by myself, solo.
Wow, I got goosebumps for you. I'm having a moment. That is amazing. Wow. And so you're going to stop the acting for a while. That's going to be hard, because that's like our,
I
you
know.
know,
I know.
you get that little, I call it, your little crack.
I know.
Because once you get that bug, it's like you're always trying to get the next gig. But you're going to be a whole month in Paris working on your passion. I mean, doing your passion.
Yeah, they said about 3 weeks. They're getting me a one-way ticket. That's like kind of scary.
Wow.
So I really honestly, I don't know when I'll be home.
Wow.
But tentatively 3 to 4 weeks.
So Eiffel Tower, you're going to take that in?
Definitely.
Eiffel Tower.
Definitely.
And all the French ladies.
Oui, oui. Java.
I'm going to put you on the spot
Javazem.
because I have to. Like, this guy, all right. Let me just adjust here. He is amazing. You ladies have no idea what a guy this is. Just the heart and soul, and forget about the looks and everything else, because that's all obvious. But just the genuine passion and the amount of love that he just pours out in a friendship is amazing. I can't even imagine. So, are you seeing anybody?
I just decided to take a little hiatus.
So he is single.
Put it out
I
there.
had to put it out there, and how do you the way you feel about family?
This is it's a new beginning for me. I was in a long-term relationship for a while, longer than most.
Right.
And this has been a change for me in many ways, and
that's probably what I feel in your music too. You got a lot of love.
Yeah. A lot of love. a lot of love. And I'm gonna continue to keep
Yeah.
that spirit.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what.
Do you see kids in your life?
Yeah, it was, you know, a lot of things were talked about, you know, in the past. I don't rule anything out. You know, I'm very optimistic. I don't rule anything out because anything could happen at any given time or any given day. So I like to keep my options open, so
Right.
to speak, until it's genuine.
And how do you feel about, you know, the standards of today in dating and like just how to treat a woman? Because I have to put it out there. Like I said, to me, you're old school. You're like a gentleman. you
It's
know?
hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's challenging. You have different there are different you know, age demographics and different decades. The younger women, I don't think that they understand how to let a gentleman be a gentleman without them feeling any other kind of way other than
Right.
he's trying to be a gentleman and open the door for you. I don't want anything from you.
Right.
I don't need anything from you. Allow a gentleman to be a gentleman. And I think, you know, most women of today have a hard time doing that.
Right.
They want that.
Right.
They say they want it, but when it happens, you know, it just gets lost somewhere.
It's
You
true.
know, I just, you know, I want to keep the guys motivated and to continue to be a gentleman.
I love hearing that.
No matter, you know, the circumstances, no matter, you know, how tough a situation can get, because we are human and we are men, and we hold some sort of responsibility into, you know, protecting our women. And even if it's not my woman, but a woman, you know, so you know, we should keep that standard high in terms of that, no matter, you know, how the woman reacts. You know,
Right.
let that be her. Let that be her change.
Right.
That she wants to do for herself. You know, let the
I love
pieces
it.
fall where they may.
That's what it is. It's
You know,
the
right?
gentleman thing. It's so your music is like romantic. It's romance, and it brings that feeling no matter what. And you just invoke that with your voice, your appearance, just everything about you. I just love you.
Wow, thank you, Rosie.
you.
I love you too. I
You
do.
know, I really do.
Yeah.
Like you should have like a million. You got to go to his Facebook page or his website. You have to have like an entourage of women following you around. I mean, because just the heart and the soul and just the passion is just so attractive. You know,
Well,
let
I mean-
alone the talent of the music and all that.
Hopefully, this show will bring them in.
Yeah,
You
know,
know,
because
to
it's
bring 'em in.
crazy. It's crazy. So how hard is the industry though to like really get into
It's
the music industry?
It's challenging because it's a business, and a lot of younger artists are not understanding that, such as myself. I didn't at one point, but it is a business, and your talent is so sad because it gets overshadowed by the business. And I think, well, I know that if anyone is interested in pursuing any kind of a talent in the entertainment business, is to do your homework about the business and what's required of you, what's not required, contractual things, what your worth is, your splits, and things that, you know, that's important because, you know, you have to eat as a person at the end of the day,
Amen.
you know.
That's so true.
And, you know, the younger people, you know, they get caught out there by, you know, the videos, and this is what's, you know, what's going on.
Right.
But a lot of that stuff is just like, you know, it's just like television. It's like everything else. You know,
Right.
I'll rent me a chain, I'll rent me, you know, a car for the video, but you know, you have to do the business.
Right.
You have to do the business. You have to do the homework. And once you do that, you find your niche. You know, you may be popular in Seattle, Washington.
Right.
You know, and not so popular in Michigan.
Right.
You may be popular in Houston, Texas, and not so popular in Louisiana. So you get yourself out there, and you find where your pocket is, where your niche is in terms of fans.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but in terms of myself, overseas is what's working for me.
Good.
You know,
Good for you.
that
Yep.
CD's in Japan.
Really?
well,
That's
yeah.
amazing. In Japan.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to Japan, but Blake
Put it out there.
Carrington's CD
Maybe
is,
that's where you're going to be next year, huh? Can you imagine touring Japan?
Mouche Mouche.
You know what? We also have a clip. I would love to go to the acting clip. And now we're going to take it to the other side. Let's go to the clip.
What about this? Oh no, here we go. Hello?
Hey, Ma. What's going on? How you doing? What's good in Detroit?
Nothing. D-Town's good. I'm just here, you know, I'm getting ready to go out with the girls, get my little drink on, you know, get my little head start going and everything. You know how that is.
Right. I know how you do. You know, you wildin' though. You crazy, Mom. You crazy.
Why I gotta be crazy all the time? Why can't you just say, hello, hi, Ma, how you doing, or whatever? I'd rather you tell me drop dead and stop trying to tell me what I gotta do and not gotta do with my life, all right? Listen, I birthed you. You didn't birth me. What's up with that? Can you just say hi, how you doing, Mom?
Listen, Mom. For real, I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to let you know I still love you, but I wish you well. Real talk. Yep. See you, ciao.
What? You know, I don't even know why they would have children. I should have ate them when I had the chance.
Girl, I done tried to do all I could do for you, yeah. Despite all your lies and pain you put me through, oh, you can't condemn others without first checking yourself. Turned on your sisters, your brothers, yeah. You've gotta turn this all over into the hands of the maker, 'cause there's a one greater, yeah. I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well. I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well. I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well. I wish you well, I wish you well, I wish you well. A hard lesson learned, 'cause you only get one life to live, yeah. I try to forgive, but never forget the past. Oh no, you can't condemn others without first checking yourself. Turned on your sisters, your brothers, yeah. You've gotta turn this all over into the hands of the maker. 'Cause there's a one
so good.
Thank you.
That was really, really good. And, you know, what a great beat. Just all around everything. Great video.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, pretty deep though there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
alcoholism is not, I've had my share of experiences in my life with people abusing alcohol, and it's never easy. So your video kind of,
Yeah. Touched on some things.
yeah, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's not a secret, because people have recovered.
That
That's-
is a blessing.
You know, people have recovered, and it's a new day. But some of the demons or things that were bothering me as a child, I kind of decided I needed to tap into those situations and address them through music. And when I wrote the song "Wish You Well," the video was just like I was envisioning what was going on as I was writing the song. But yeah, there was every household goes through.
It's
through
true. I
something.
mean, if
They really do.
you know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
It's
You know,
not.
everybody thinks that, you know, their life is the worst.
Hmm.
You know, until you like a friend of mine, this is like 20 years ago, he was like, every time you get down and out, you think of that paraplegic who cannot move.
Yeah.
And how we had a friend too that was so happy, and he was paralyzed from the neck down, but he still made the best of his life. So we have to be thankful every day. And like you said, everybody's got problems in their families and or with themselves or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I think the strong ones in the family, because everyone's not strong and everyone's not weak, but it's a responsibility to just kind of maintain the peace.
Right.
And just keep encouraging good words and
Right.
good energy.
Right.
Like yourself, Rose. Rose is an awesome individual. I'm sorry to just flip it real quick, but it's
Thank you.
true. It's
No.
true. It's very true. She's very, very instrumental in believing in energy, good energy in the universe, and
You
it's
have
it's
to.
a blessing.
It's,
And
we're all connected. I mean,
Yeah.
we always talk about this. Me and Blake will get on our little deep tangents about, just spirituality, and you got to live by the code, and and there's laws in the universe, and if you're going to break the law, you're going to pay the consequences. It's either you go with the law and accept it and embrace it, and you get rewarded, or you go against it, and it's like fighting.
yeah,
How much can you fight against a tie, a rip tie? You get tired and you're going to drown, but if you just go with the flow, with the rip tide, and you know how to swim it out, you're going to come out of it.
yeah, you come out better than conquered.
Right, and it's just, we always had that spiritual connection.
Always. And speaking of that little thing you said about people think the grass is greener on the other side, well, someone just told me recently, just, about my situation in the past.
Right.
They said, well, that person should have watered their grass.
I love
was
that.
like,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you think
never heard
about
that.
it, neither have I. That's amazing. Because it's true. I mean, grass is just not beautiful. You have to maintain it. You have to cut it. You have to feed it. You have to water it. It's just not going to grow. You have to take the weeds out.
right.
It's just not turf,
Right.
That's so good.
Someone just told me this like a month ago, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, some people think the grass is greener on the other side, but that person should have watered their grass.
That's so good.
It's like, oh, wow.
Well, because we're in a disposable society. It's like if something doesn't work, just throw it away.
Well, that's
And-
the easy way.
Yeah, that is the easy way.
That's the easy way to go.
Yeah.
Let life be a journey. Let
That's
it be a
right.
journey.
It's true.
You know, people want things yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And
It's true.
if you had it, now what?
Yep.
Let life be a journey. I'm loving this. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving, you know, sitting here with you, Rose, and the rest of the staff. And,
I
you
love
know, it's just an
watching the
awesome
ride.
feeling in here. And it's just, it's similar to church. It's similar to church.
Amen.
It's very, you know, very tranquil. It's cool.
No, it is. So let's talk about you did a little bit of acting in that video too, huh? And I know who your mom, that woman that played your mom, I know her very well.
You know that woman
I
very
know
well?
that woman, Maria Diaz. She did a great job.
Shout out to you, Maria,
Yes.
my mama,
And,
Victor Cruz's mother.
Yeah, Victor Cruz's mother. Yeah, she plays Victor Cruz's mother on a Campbell Soup commercial. By the way, didn't you do a commercial with Victor Cruz?
Yes. On another day, it was the same commercial for Cablevision.
Uh-huh.
And that was awesome. I got to see myself
Cablevision.
in a...
Here we are, live in Cablevision Studios.
that was awesome. So I was sitting at the dentist in her chair, and you know, she has the screens up or whatever. And like, the commercial came on. And she had the thing in your mouth, you know, the suction thing.
Right,
It was
right.
Like,
Yeah.
It was so funny. It was so funny. It was so funny. I'm just like, oh, that's me. That's me. And they were like, yes, that is. So we had a moment in the dentist office.
So you got to see yourself.
Yes, that
Well, that's
was
a cool
awesome.
dentist office. Has a TV while you're getting, you know, your teeth done.
Shout out to Dr. Bella.
So, what were you, a football player?
Yeah,
Yeah.
football player.
And what'd you say?
Quarterback. It's quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
And he's a pretty cool guy, right?
Yeah, he is. He's cool. You know, usually quiet and, you know, want to
Right.
get the job done. Business.
Yeah, business.
Something like that.
Of course.
Business.
Everybody thinks it's glamorous, but
It's business is work.
it's work.
People are on, you know, schedules and they want to keep their fire burning,
That's right. That's right.
you know.
So let's talk about your acting.
Let's talk about it.
You had a principal part in Orange is the New Black?
Major.
Yeah, huh?
That was major.
Yeah.
That was major.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
huge.
Thank you, Rosie.
Yeah.
That was, and that came out of the blue. You know, because, you know, like, you know, there was a time where I was a non-union actor.
Right.
And, you know, you have to get these waivers, you have to be picked for certain roles. And I'd been a CO on Orange is the New Black on season 1, you know, regularly.
Right.
It was my core job. And true story, Jodie Foster was directing this particular day, and they pulled me aside, and her and 3 other assistants, they put me under this light, like, and they were just looking at me without saying a word.
Right.
So Jodie goes, "Are you okay? Are you comfortable?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I'd like to know what's going on."
Right.
And she goes, "Well, don't worry about it. You're in good company. You know, we don't bite." So shortly thereafter, a lady gives me something to read, a script, like, you know, a few lines, and I went ahead and rehearsed it once, and they liked what I did and said, let's shoot it. Let's do
Right.
it. Let's do it. And I still didn't wrap my head around it, like what I just done.
Right.
But everyone else was like, oh.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was an awesome, awesome feeling to know that things can happen at the
Right.
drop of a dime.
That's the beauty of the business.
It goes back to just being optimistic and keeping your options open,
Right.
and never feeling like the door is shut forever.
That's
Because there are
true.
windows too
That's
that
true.
open.
Right.
There are a lot of things that open, you know. So that was great. It was a great push for me to even dig into it deeper.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I got to watch that. I'm going to go in. What season was that?
Season 1,
Season 1.
episode 3.
All right. I'm going to have to go and Hulu it.
That was cool. And, you know, that landed me, you know, working with you. And you're doing some big things. You're doing some huge things,
Trying,
Rose. You are.
trying, you know. It's like you said, it's a business. We love it. It's our
Yeah.
passion, and I rather do what I love and not make a lot of money until whatever hits. If it hits, it will eventually. But I'm doing what I love, and I love this, and I
You
love
hit it.
being with people. I mean, I can't even. I went to work when I was, you know, in retail. I would go to work, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm sitting here waiting for people so I could convince them that they need to buy this, you know?
We talked.
And it's like, you know, and I made great money, you know, and I worked with diamonds. But I'm like, every day I was wishing for the day to fly by. I'm like, I'm wishing my life away. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of wishing my life away, I'm going to do in my life what I wish.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I always wanted to be an actress, and I'm going to do it. And like,
I love it.
like you're multi-talented, and you have your hands in a lot of different things, you know, and that's how I feel. Like I want to learn like all things. So we decided to give Blake a character in our movie Cuffs and Shields, and he rocked it. Totally. So much fun. It was great having you there. It's like a
Thank you.
natural.
I love it. I love being there.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to continue to do more work, you know,
Oh,
with
yeah.
you guys, like
Yeah.
for real. So we can look back down the line years later and say, hey,
It's true.
you know, let's pull up that Cablevision clip.
That's right.
Yeah, this is
That's right.
awesome. But just to elaborate on what you said, Rosie, I'd rather not be known and have a living, you know, Europe, and do my little dates, and eventually have a family that is accepting of
Right.
my job and what I do.
Right.
Because I am a family man, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not, because I'm moving around the country.
Right. Well, I know you're a family man. Just the
Yeah.
way your values are and your morals, and that's why he's like an awesome catch. And you know, just the way your whole demeanor, Blake. I mean, come on, it's just amazing.
It's tough.
If everybody in this world walked around with love in their heart all the time for everybody, it wouldn't be so. Would it be so bad? No. Compared to what's out there now. I mean, what's going on in this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's hard to have a family in this business.
Well, I think
because with your traveling and everything.
I think my relationships personally, and I guess I could speak for, you know, some others in my situation, but it suffers. It can suffer. And it can become a struggle, because your passion is your passion, and you would
So
love
true.
for your better half to be supportive and understanding,
Right.
more importantly, of your passion, and that it's beneficial for not only yourself, but for you and the family.
Yeah, especially long term, right? I mean,
Long term, until,
but
you
see,
know,
there's that trust level. You have to have.
it's tough because of what they see on television and what's perpetuated.
Right.
But if you know someone and you're spending time with someone day in and day out,
Right.
something's got to click.
Right.
Something has to be real. Something has to be organic.
Right. No, I agree with you.
It's tough. It's a tough sell. It's a tough sell, because they already have you pegged
That's right.
as, you know,
Right. Ladies.
whatever.
Or
You know,
whatever.
I'm
'cause
not.
you're-
I'm not saying it. I won't say it.
Right. No, but you're right. It's true. It's when you're in this business, you have to find somebody who's willing to accept and understand, just like you said, because you're actually working together towards a goal, you know, and you know they can still do what they want in the
Yes.
relationship, and
Yes.
we're like okay with that, you know, because we know that level of trust, and if we're gonna have that bond, it's through the good times and bad times, and if I gotta go travel, you know where I am. and I know where you are, and I know where we're heading.
Yes.
Hopefully it's forward into a happy, long life. Because you know what? Nobody wants to grow old alone.
Nobody wants to grow old alone, and no one wants to be alone.
No.
And we weren't put on this planet to be alone.
Right.
You know?
And your careers don't last forever. I mean, realistically, we want them to last forever.
Right, but
You
they
know-
don't.
You know, we all have to realistically
You know.
look at the big picture.
And you know, I love my women. I love my women dearly. I love my women dearly. But you know, to pump the fist and I'm a single woman and that's all fine and dandy. But do you really want to live alone?
No.
Do you really want to live your life talking to the walls whenever you come home from work? I mean, it can become a sad scenario.
Right.
So, you know, I just encourage today's woman to just be more open to a man's sensitivity, a man breaking down his hard exterior and showing some tenderness to a woman. But it's hard for a man to break that down because no man wants to feel like his heart is stepped on.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
because it's that fine line of when you feel like you're giving too much. and
Yeah.
Are you getting back that? Or you take that chance and giving your all and then getting hurt. It's just,
It's tough.
it is tough.
And you know, men, we're taught as little men to be like the providers for the home, and that can work. That can work both ways. You know, the partnership.
Right.
If the guy is making more than his spouse, that's fine. If she's making more than him, then that's fine. But that doesn't demote him
No,
as
but
being
not in our
lesser.
business because it's always about the next gig. There's the hard times. Like if you're you're an actor or an artist or a singer or whatever, it's not a steady paycheck. It's not a 9-to-5 job every day.
Right.
It's like you're always looking for the next gig. Even though you booked a few, you're still looking for the next gig. It never
Always.
ends. So you have somebody that picks you up when you're down, and vice versa. And it has to, you know, there has to be an understanding because sometimes, you know, you don't. It'll like you can go on a little dry spell for a little while. You know what I
Sure.
mean? And you have to be able to weather it together. You know.
Yeah, if you're with someone if you're in it, you can work through anything.
That's true.
You can work through anything. Why? Because I know 2 people personally on this earth that are living, that are my grandparents.
That's right.
And they've been married for 75 years.
Wow.
So if those 2 people can manage
Right.
to be together without my grandmother learning how to drive a car,
Wow.
let me throw that in there, then, you know, the sky is the limit with love and relationships and everything and everything else that encompasses that.
Right.
But you have to give it a real, genuine chance and not be so superficial with love.
That was put beautifully. So why don't we have one more song,
All right.
all right, and
This is a
share
great
that
song.
love.
Yeah. Cool.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
I just can listen to you all night. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to get into it.
This is a cool song. It's called Smile. It's
Smile.
all about smiling. I know a lot of things are going on in this world, but what makes me happy is none of this affects you, girl. I'm attracted to your body language and all, but right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. Oh, lady, what's your preference, darling? Let me buy you a drink. It ain't no problem for me, 'cause we gon' celebrate us all night long. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. When you find love, there's no avoiding pain. Yeah. Play with people's becomes a crying shame. But you have that inner beauty that I like, yeah. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. Let me get you going, get you in the right mood. Then we slide to the dance floor so you can get your groove on night long. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I wanna see your smile. Me, what's your preference, darling? Let me buy you a drink. It ain't no problem for me, 'cause we gon' celebrate us all night long. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. When you find love, there's no avoiding pain. Can't play with people's emotions, becomes a crying shame. But you have that inner beauty that I like, yeah. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. When you find love, there's no avoiding pain. Can't play with people's emotions, becomes a crying shame. But you have that inner beauty that I like, yeah. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile.
The way you love me, the way you tell me, boy, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
The way you hold me, the way you kiss me, boy, it makes me smile. When I'm around you, I feel like I can do almost anything. All I gotta say is I love it when you make me smile.
When you find love, there's no avoiding pain. Can't play with people's emotions, becomes a crying shame. But you have that inner beauty that I like, yeah. But right now, girl, I just wanna see you smile. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I do.
Yes. That was awesome, as usual. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up now. Let's get you mic'd up first. That was so awesome.
You like that?
Of course, I love it. And it's, I don't know, I love it.
Smile.
I feel like I'm getting serenaded, you know.
You are.
I do. I felt that. I was like, I'm like, this is for me. But we're going to tell everybody out there real quick about your charity.
Carrington Cares on ReverbNation.com. James Blake Carrington. Check out my foundation, Carrington Cares, and really, I'm all about just peace and love, harmony, and displaying integrity, keeping integrity with oneself, and yeah, check it out. Check it out. It's real.
Just a quick thing. It's based on what you have this.
Oh,
This
yeah.
right. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I'll mess it up. How do you pronounce it?
Sarcoidosis.
Right.
It's a disease that affects some major organs in one's body, and they don't understand like where it comes from, or how it develops. But it can be dormant in one's body for a while, and it's from some toxins.
Really?
So there was a particular time when I was overseas in '07, and I was in Paris for the first time, and I had gotten really sick on Air India coming home.
Wow. Just
a regular cold. And I couldn't get rid of it because, I usually get rid of that stuff quick. And went to the doctors, and they diagnosed me with sarcoidosis of the lungs.
Wow.
So a comedian, Bernie Mac,
Right.
he passed away from sarcoidosis. And it's
Really?
such an unknown disease that people don't even really know what it is.
Wow.
And
It's so rare. It must be a rare disease too.
it's a rare disease, but literally I'm not even supposed to be singing.
Wow.
Because it
That's
affects your
amazing.
lungs. So, God is good,
Yeah.
And he wants me to do what I'm doing, in addition to having people be aware of just your health,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's great that you have a charity. I can really appreciate that. I think that's fabulous, especially for, to give back to society and also for a really good cause because there's not that much information about that.
You
so
don't
the
know about
research
it.
Yeah. I never heard of it until you told me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I want to thank our guest, Blake Carrington,
Yes.
this evening for being with us. I enjoyed it so much. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you came up here. And you were the one to be here during this solo act of mine here. I mean, that means a lot to me. I just can't express how much it means to me.
Man, the feeling is mutual, Rose, really.
So we're going to tell everybody out there,
Right there?
yep, we're going to say goodnight, and we're going to tell them what they're watching. They're watching, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to say, you're watching ADTV.
Cool.
So we're going to say, you're watching
ADTV.
ADTV. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace and love.